Hey there. Did you know that your chakras are super, super psychic? They are. They're always taking in psychic information from around you and feeding you that information through your intuition, through your psychic senses. And what's so interesting about this is that each chakra has a connection to one of your psychic senses. So they're connected to your clairs. And honestly, I had to make up some of the names of this because some of the chakras didn't have like official clair names. So I made some up. And here's the other thing that's really good to know about this is when your chakra is blocked, when that particular chakra is blocked, shut down, or not functioning so well, you're not going to have access to that psychic sense that goes with it. That clair will shut down too, and you won't have access to that psychic sense. So this is because your chakra system is so much more than just sort of the spinning wheels of light that we think they are. You will also have a ton of issues in that area of your life as well. Chakras are really states of consciousness and actual aspects of your life. So if you have a chakra that's blocked and stuck, that psychic sense won't work, and that area of your life is going to be kind of maybe messed up too. So, for example, let's talk about our heart chakra. Our hearts are so incredibly psychic. They're always reading the room. Their psychic gift is to feel the subtle energies that are going on between people. Your heart chakra knows at a really deep and subtle level what's happening in your relationships. It's feeling the meta text. It's feeling like maybe there's something like not great in this relationship, or this is awkward in this moment. That's your heart chakra telling you that. And it's such a strong psychic sense, but I had to invent a name for this one because it's not one of the traditional clairs. So I called it being clair relational. And it's all about seeing the world, seeing other people, seeing yourself, seeing your relationships through what I call the eyes of your heart. It's an incredibly beautiful and powerful and useful psychic sense. When but when our hearts are shut down and blocked by too much unprocessed grief, by lack of forgiveness, by unhealed relationship trauma, which we all have tons of that stuff, right? Then that chakra's not functioning very well. And your clear relational psychic ability is not functioning very well, which can leave us sort of blind. Like the eyes of your heart are blind to the behavior of other people around you. And maybe that's when people fool you, or you're like, oh my God, I totally misread the situation. I thought I could trust that person. And then look what happened. And maybe we're just not seeing, our heart isn't seeing very accurately or reading what's happening around us. And let's be honest here, like when your heart chakra is closed, your relationships in your life are actually going to be pretty messed up too. It's hard to love yourself when your heart is broken. And then when it's hard to love yourself, it's really hard to love other people. So learning to see when this chakra is blocked and then doing the work we need to do to clear it can really open not only your heart chakra, but also open the psychic sense. And you're going to have big improvement in so many areas of your relationships are going to get better, and you're going to see your relationships more clearly. So how do we do that? We do some breath work. Maybe we do some forgiveness practices. We find some healthy ways to release grief in healthy and productive ways to open that heart chakra back up again so we can feel real love. And that connects us to the psychic sense that I call clair relational. So it's a win-win here. Your life gets better, your psychic skills improve. What's not to love about that, right? So studying and opening and clearing and healing the chakras are such a powerful way to create not only a juicier and more vibrant life for you, but also really max out your psychic abilities. And that's why, like, I've really never been able to teach psychic development without personal growth. So many people go on the spiritual path, they start a psychic development training, or they start meditating, and all of a sudden all of our issues pop up and just get right up in your face. And that's surprising to a lot of people, but I think it's cool, and it's what's good about really doing the work. So like when you study like sort of with old school, when I studied with really old school psychic teachers, they call that process clearing the channel. Clearing the channel means we clean out all of our personal hangups or unprocessed trauma, all this, our issues, because they cloud our psychic vision, right? And so the more inner work you do, the more personal development you do, the clearer your psychic abilities become and the better your life gets. It's just a two-for right there. So let's go through the chakras a little bit, and I'm going to explain to you like what's going on in that chakra and how it's really connected to one of your psychic senses. So the first chakra is the root chakra. And when we open and clear up that chakra, we also activate one of the best and most underrated psychic senses. I call it clairsomatic. It's our body's our physicality and our body's way of feeling what's going on in the world around us. So we come into a more loving relationship with our body. We learn how to feel safe in the world. We get a lot more grounded. And to do that, we have to release fear, which blocks this chakra. Fear is the block of this chakra. And we really have to lean into learning how to take care of our physical body in a loving way. And then this psychic sense turns on, this like a clairsomatic sense. And it's so powerful. It's very savvy. It's kind of badass, always knows what's going on. And it's geared to just helping you survive and be strong in the world. Then we have the chakra 2, the second chakra, which is your navel chakra. And whoa, this chakra is so blocked on almost everybody. It's all about our emotions, our sensual life, our passion, our life force energy, our sexuality, because like nobody has any issues with those things, right? I mean, that's a loaded chakra. And it's blocked by guilt and repression. So when it's really shut down, we feel either like a robot, or maybe we feel like an emotional hot mess. We can go like one way or the other there. So this chakra needs a lot of work to come into balance. But when it is open and balanced, we feel like we're accessing our feeling sense, clairsentience, our ability to feel our way through life, using our emotions in that felt sense to guide us to live a life of more passion, where we're feeling the pleasure of being alive, the pleasure of living in our life purpose, and we're in the flow of life. It's really beautiful. Then we have chakra 3, the solar plexus. This is the power chakra, the seat of honor, integrity, and healthy self-esteem. When it's open, we connect to the psychic sense of knowing, claircognizance. That's where we know. We don't know why we know. We just know what's going on. And we know whether we're yes or no to something. We just know that. And when this chakra is operating healthy, it allows us to set boundaries, to stand our ground like a boss. And in order to get there, we really have to heal and let go of shame so we can truly stand in our own power. That brings us to the heart. We talked about this a little bit already, but our hearts are dialed into that subtle energy we experience in our relationships. When the chakra is really open, you will discover the psychic nature of your heart, this clear relational thing that helps us feel. The heart feels its way through relationships with sort of love as the guiding principle here. And half this chakra is blocked by grief and lack of forgiveness. And we need a lot of work to open our hearts again, to clear and express grief, come into a state of forgiveness, and allow our hearts to open back up to even more love. And since everyone's so heartbroken, this chakra needs a lot of work. Then we have chakra 5, the throat chakra. This chakra is your voice, how you speak, how you listen, how you communicate, how you express yourself in the world, and especially creative expression. It's connected to our auditory psychic sense, clairaudience, and it's blocked by, first of all, our inability to speak. So kind of being mute, not having a voice, or sometimes by lies. The lies we keep, the secrets we keep on behalf of other people, and especially the lies we tell ourselves about who we are, the lies we tell other people, and the times we don't speak up for ourselves. Opening this chakra helps you find your own voice, your true voice, and how to really, really listen deeply, how to be fearless about speaking up for yourself, and will really increase your auditory psychic sense a lot. It's super cool to open that one. Then we have the 6th chakra, the brow. If you want to open your visual psychic sense, clairvoyance, you've got to clear this chakra. And a lot of people really want this psychic sense and don't have it. It's kind of more rare. But this is a tricky little chakra to clear. I always call it the tricky monkey, because it's your mind, and it's how you think, how you see the world, your beliefs, your thoughts, your perceptions, and it's so notoriously difficult to clear. Think about trying to meditate and clearing your mind, right? Woo! But when we start really opening our minds, we begin to see what's real. We begin to see our place in the world, to shift our perception, to open our minds. And then we also open the visual psychic gift. We expand out our imagination. We have more dreams, psychic visions. We see the pathway of our life unfolding in front of us, which is an incredibly powerful gift. That's the gift of clearing that chakra. Then the last one we have, chakra 7, the crown chakra. And this chakra offers us a direct connection to divine source. When it's open, we feel the presence of our guides around us. Our higher self is talking to us. We feel faith. That's an incredible gift right there. We trust in the journey of our own soul. Clearing this chakra, which is really best done through meditation and spiritual practice, opens up our powerful psychic sense that I call claircosmic. And it's all about releasing our attachments to the physical, and so we can have a more direct connection with the cosmic, divine, our own soul when we really need it. So you can see now why this is so interesting, why the journey of clearing our chakras is so important, productive, enlightening, and something we should all do. And like, not only, and I hope you can see that not only will you be more psychic, but you're also going to address some of these areas of your life that maybe don't function so well for you. So we have 7 chakras. Most of us live in like 2 or 3 of them and that work really well. And the other ones need some help. And as you work in clearing the ones that need some help, you're going to experience just profound shifts in, IRL, in your actual life, that are meaningful and beautiful. And so anyway, it's a beautiful journey to take. And I hope you engage in that, because it's super powerful.